Today's video will focus on how we detect divine targeting through the weather, how weather is used as a mechanism for punishment. There were two recent cyclones in Madagascar, Fatia and Gazani. Here's the pathway of Fatia from the west to the east through the central part of the island. Here's Gazani coming from the east to the west about 9 to 10 days later. They crisscrossed like an X shape with overlap in the central portion. So let's take a few steps back and look at Storm Leonardo. This is a 4,000-mile long atmospheric punch, a haymaker of weather, perfectly targeted to the Iberian Peninsula. The government, cloud seeding, geoengineering, can't and wouldn't do this. And here I'll show you a second animation where, again, the targeting is obvious. Now, I'm not saying you have to believe that the weather is being utilized as a mechanism for punishment, but if it was being utilized as a mechanism for punishment, it would look exactly like this. You would see clear targeting, and you would see consistency in the targets selected. Locations with environmental exploitation, the replacement of animism with dominion theology, and places with industrial livestock processing instead of hunting. This is extremely consistent. You have perfect targeting and perfect selection of targeting. It selects and then it hits over and over again. Almost 200,000 acres of forest and grassland have burned in southern Argentina this year. The Chubut province was the focal point for the beginning, and the fire was able to penetrate these 3,000-year-old forests, the Alirce trees. These areas are not supposed to be burnable, but the extreme heat for such a long period of time drained the area of humidity, making it penetrable. And this fire has spread and gained so much power that it's now self-seeding. It's created its own meteorology. Pyrocumulonimbus clouds have been generated from the extreme uplift and the heat from the fire. So it strikes with its own lightning, creating new fires kilometers away. It also burns at night because of the extreme heat and very low humidity. You could see 100-foot, 300-foot flames at 3 in the morning. That's not common. It also burns deeply underground in peat seams and roots. So the firefighters, which were reduced by 70% by the Argentine government, can think they've established a fire line and subdued the flame, only to have it pop up like 100 meters behind them because it's burning underground. It's possible this could reach 600,000 acres in coverage. It really doesn't show any signs of stopping, since now it has its own weather system and is self-seeding. So this will be something to watch. Every single condition that you would ask for if you were going to design the most voracious and intense fire system possible is occurring right now in southern Argentina. One last thing before I go. I'm going to use the name Artemis to refer to this divine intelligence, this transcendental being that is orchestrating these effects that I've been describing. I'm just going to use that name. You can use whatever name you want. You could say Gaia, Mother Nature, or you could disbelieve me entirely. That's completely up to you. But the archetypal match, the concern with hunting, the treatment of livestock and animals, the vengeful tactics, the geographic precision, especially in the Mediterranean, and many other reasons.